progress. I'm kidding. I hate progress. I just look cool. I look like I'm, someone who drinks cold brew all the time. It was really, really gross what she did.
Officials now say they've identified a suspect vehicle tied to a pair of ballot drop box fires in Portland, Oregon. Authorities are investigating the very disturbing incidents as well as another blaze at a drop box in neighboring Washington State. I want to bring in CNN Sarah.
Maybe they're equal opportunity. They went into the Washington State for a red district, and they went into Portland, Oregon to a blue district. Austin, get over here. Why are you in shambles? He said he just showered. He's in shambles. What? Oh, shut up. Oh, I'm not camera ready. Oh no.
My face and
you look great.
Thank you. I don't understand anybody who lives in Oregon, Multnomah County. Oh, in case you didn't know, I'm from Oregon.
Oh yeah, you're wearing. Yeah, we brought our Oregon correspondent, and he's literally wearing an Oregon shirt.
Oregon correspondent here. By the way, your lighting is so much improved in here. Anyway, Multnomah County, it represents the large majority of Portland. Where was this ballot box in Multnomah County? It was in Portland. What part of Portland was it?
I don't know. We'll see.
Murray, she's working the story for us. So what are you learning, Sarah?
Well, Wolf, obviously this is very disturbing. We don't yet know what the motivations are behind this, but officials are saying that there appear to be three different instances that are linked. The ones that we're hearing about today that took place in Oregon as well as Washington, and one that took place earlier this month in Washington State, where there was an incendiary device that was somehow attached to these ballot drop boxes and caused, these kinds of.
Yeah, here's where the ballot box in Vancouver is located, on the south end of Clark County, which was overwhelmingly blue.
That makes sense.
Okay, so it's not they're okay. I wonder who did this.
You'd have to burn a lot more ballot boxes in Oregon and Washington State. Jesus
okay, don't
Christ.
give them ideas, bro.
No, I'm not telling you to do it. No. Hold on, FBI, believe me, don't worry. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm not telling you. Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? I'm not saying.
Whoa, you're speaking to them directly?
No,
you're communicating with them?
No.
Is this a stand by moment?
That'd be fucked up if I got done in for that, but Trump incited a riot at the Capitol on January 6th, and
FBI, open up.
No, don't do it.
Now it seems like you're giving them commands.
No,
Austin.
no, I'm not. Stand back. Stand back and stand by.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
The videos that we're seeing here, these flames and ballots burning in Oregon, they said it was just 3 ballots that were impacted and that they've reached out to the people who were impacted. And in Washington State, they said there are hundreds. And so they're basically telling people, if you cast your ballot over the weekend in this drop box, to check the ballot tracker online. These are both states that conduct their elections predominantly by mail. And of course, in Washington, we have seen this very hotly contested congressional race. And Congresswoman Marie Gluesenkamp-Perez put out a statement. She's one of the candidates, of course, in this hotly contested race, saying, I'm requesting an overnight law enforcement presence be posted.
I mean, yeah, she's a Democrat, but like, she's the worst kind of Democrat, but it's whatever.
This representative?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the anchor.
No. Marie Gluesenkamp-Perez. Marie Perez.
Oh, is she?
She literally is a Kirsten Sinema. Yeah, she's a
Clark County
representative. She is so abysmally bad.
Oh.
She literally she's like a problem solvers caucus. Here's what she did. 2 Democrats voted alongside the Republicans to repeal Biden's student debt relief plan.
One of them was her?
One of them was her. But, still better than a Republican, I guess.
Oh, her pockets. I see.
Yeah, she's no longer running. She got a 100K. Yeah, she got a 100K PPP loan. She got a $100,000 PPP loan for a small business. And then turned around and voted against student loan debt relief.
Did they know they weren't going to have to pay those back?
Well, yeah, of course.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it's Washington, so like the people that she ends up running against are usually like Klansmen. So there's not really, what am I supposed to say in that situation? You know what I mean? She's like, okay, you have like, you have the reincarnation of Kirsten Sinema, who is going to literally spear dick every progressive policy, join the problem solvers caucus, and just like create more issues for the Democrats. But also the opponent is just a Klansman.
All ballot drop boxes in Clark County through Election Day. Southwest Washington cannot risk a single vote being lost to arson and political violence. And Wolf, these drop boxes, again, we don't know the exact motivation behind these efforts, but they have just become targets for misinformation, claims from the right that there is rampant voter fraud that hasn't been proven out. But we have seen the Department of Homeland Security warn that these kind of drop boxes are targets for domestic.
Somebody in the chat said, when's the last time Austin voted? I am literally a high propensity voter.
Austin not only is a high propensity
of the party.
dog,
I phone bank.
He literally phone banks
I'm
for the
phone banking
Democrats.
tomorrow. Like I'm not even like I'm literally phone banking tomorrow.
That's why he's still here.
That's why I'm here, because I'm phone
He
banking.
didn't fucking leave LA because he's gonna do a
phone banking.
Creators for Kamala phone bank that I am not going to.
Yeah.
Violent extremists. So, we'll wait to see. Officials are investigating locally. The FBI is investigating. We'll see what comes of those investigations.
Yeah, I'm sure the story is going to continue.
All right, breaking news, a search underway for whomever set fire to 2 ballot drop boxes in 2 different states. So the fires were in Washington State and Oregon and destroyed hundreds of ballots. And authorities at this hour believe the 2 fires are connected. And they've actually identified what they say is a suspect vehicle tied to the incidents. That is according to the latest reporting out of the Associated Press this hour. And it actually comes days after a mailbox fire in the swing state of Arizona damaged multiple ballots. Tonight, the FBI and the DHS are warning of, quote, domestic violent extremists who want to terrorize the voting process, with election workers
definitely
being potential
a pickup
targets. Out front now, Pennsylvania's
100% a
Republican
pickup
Secretary
truck.
of State Al Schmidt.
That doesn't reduce it. I mean, that doesn't like help us identify the political ambitions of the person, though, because I feel like
think so? In Oregon,
because I feel like
does.
everyone fucking drives a pickup truck. Oh, well, I guess if it was a
Oregon
Subaru,
specifically.
if it was a Subaru,
Oh,
maybe.
yeah, definitely would be very ambiguous.
Yeah.
No, truck like in Oregon. Look, if this was Texas, maybe you could. Oh, it was a Volvo, an S60 Volvo. That's interesting. I wouldn't have expected. Oh, let me look at the car. I see a lot of these vehicles. Oh yeah, conservative.
No, you don't know that. No, the conservative part is because they're lighting like blue areas. Like that's what implies that they're probably conservative.
That's not a lived up car. All right. Now, if we saw that drive away and it was like a 1999 Camry with a bunch of bumper stickers on it, then I'd say, okay, maybe this is. Maybe the call is coming from inside the house.
Someone's at Antifa. Yeah, okay, dude.
You know?
And Secretary Schmidt, I'm sorry to be talking to you under these circumstances, and I know we're going to be talking a lot over these next weeks as this all plays out. I want to start with these fires. How worried are you about them? Are you worried Pennsylvania could be a target of these sort of drop box fires?
Well, I've certainly seen reporting on these incidences. In Pennsylvania, all drop boxes that we have, and again, they are County Board of Elections drop boxes, have video surveillance on them. They are secured into the ground.
Details that we wouldn't necessarily even need to talk about, but I'm glad we are because it's important. But when you hear the FBI and the DHS warning of domestic violent extremists with election workers.
I wonder who could have done this. If I'm just thinking like deep blue area. Is there one of the 2 major parties that's constantly talking about threats towards like election workers and how the election is going to be stolen? So we got to take matters into our own hands. You know, maybe even took matters to their own hands in the form of like an insurrection or something. Had a bunch of people in that actually got criminal penalties for interfering with the election last time around. Must be Jill Stein voter. Who could have done this? I don't know.
Wait, is there a seared?
I guess it's probably the heated rhetoric that we hear from the Democratic Party. It must be them that's responsible for this. I just can't seem to think. I could never think that this would be a Republican doing such things.
No,
I would never.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, it does not track.
If you got inside this person's head, let's just say they are a Trump supporter, when we don't know that yet, right? Let's wait till all the facts come out.
I'm just saying, I would never say it's a Trump supporter.
No, it could be. You never know.
It's
You
never.
don't think it could?
No, never.
Okay. Well, let's just say theoretically, if it was, what are they thinking? It must be like, oh, they're doing voter fraud, so we might as well do it too.
That's literally what prominent cases of voter fraud that were targeted in the aftermath of the 2016 election said.
Yeah.
One of the ladies voted under the name of her dead husband. as well as herself, and she was caught. And she literally said, it's because Trump told me undocumented immigrants are